49ers rookie minicamp kicked off today. All right, we're going to break that down, and we're going to talk about all the roster moves that the 49ers have made. And I want to know, are they all in on their kicker, Jake Moody? Mike, are you ready to get into the damn Bam show?
You damn right.
Let's get it. Smash that like button, faithful. What's going on, 49er faithful? It's your two peoples that gives you everything you need every single day of every single week. Your boy, Wayne Breezy, Mike Andrews, Bam Show in the building. What's going on, Mike?
What's going on, man? What's good? I'm having a great day, man. Had a lot of fun at work today, which is odd because we're undermanned, underpowered and everything, but we had a good day, man. We found a way to find some laughs. I bought a $30 cheesesteak today and didn't know that's what I was buying. They were like, "Oh, are you hungry?" I said, "Yeah." They're like, "You gonna order a sub, a sandwich?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Let me get a chicken cheesesteak with some bacon, some hot pepper, some fried onions, extra cheese on it with some ketchup, salt, pepper, right?" They said, "What size you want?" I said, "Get me a large." He said, "Cool." This dude comes back, and I'm out of frame, but it's taller than my torso at the top of my head. Like, it's mad long.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't y'all tell me it was this big? They were like, well, you just said you wanted a large. And I'm like, I know that, but I didn't think that was a large. I thought that was like a regular, like, thing. So, but, I mean, it is what it is now. I got it. I ate a piece of it. I came home. My daughter was like, yo, that's a big sandwich. I'm like, yeah, and I already ate some. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. But I do have a random question for you.
Okay.
As I park my car, I'm coming home. The neighbor across the street, their daughter, and I don't know what the woman's name is, but I get out the car and she's like, "Oh, hi, Mike. How are you?" And I was like, "I'm fine. How are you?" Is "I'm fine" a negative reaction? I know that sounds crazy, right? But you think about, like, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm well.
It all means
I'm
the
fine.
Same thing. They're all synonyms, bro. Fine, good, well, all same thing.
All right. It felt negative when I said it for some reason. I didn't know why. And I didn't say it like
that you're fine. I don't get how you get negative from fine, bro.
Like, cause the tone, like, I'm fine. Like, all right, don't bother me. Like, you ever ask your wife, like, hey, what's wrong? I'm fine.
Now you changed
no,
I didn't.
I didn't. Right. I know. I didn't say it with the tone, but now I'm thinking like, I'm
if you
fine.
Didn't say it with
negative.
the tone, then you can't connotate it to being negative.
So it's that phrase is strictly all about the tone.
It has to be because you didn't say it with the tone at first. You just said, I'm fine. And
like
I'm
that.
Like,
That's
how
I did it.
It's good. It sounds positive. Now, if you would have been like, I'm fine, and you came at it with the tone, I'd have been like, you good? That don't sound fine.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, I think it comes down to the tone. You know what I mean?
Inflection.
All right, shout out to the Breezy Bunch crew. Right. They are in the building, man. The moderators are out here. We got questions going on. I see Niner Faithful in the building. Got a lot of hashtag with the BBs. Man, listen. What?
I did
Ty
a show
says
last
$30
night.
cheesesteak. Now, I've seen
I
this
didn't
before
know.
because whenever I go to Philly, there is the super the large version, which it's longer than a foot long. It'd be like 18 inches, maybe 22.
It was 28. They actually
okay,
said
so
in the thing.
long.
It's a 28-inch joint. Yeah, so it's more than 2 feet
but
long.
I've never
paid
30 though, so I might have paid 21, and it was like $18.
Well, so that's what it was. It was $21.95. Yo, you really like know your stuff. That's crazy. It was $21.95, but the extra cheese was an extra $2. The onions and the pepper, and then get this. Thank God they didn't even have bacon. I could have ended up paying $35 for this joint. They didn't serve bacon at the place. So I saved a couple dollars on that.
That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna turn my volume up. I forget every time I do Bleacher Report, it sets my volume down. So my volume should be good for everybody out there watching. But listen, man, I don't mind paying $30 for it, but you put too much extra stuff on it. First of all, I'm not putting ketchup on it. I want to taste the cheese. I feel like that changes the cheese flavoring profile.
That's why you get extra cheese.
No, bro, you don't need extra cheese. Bro, they already put extra cheese on it. The fact that you added the ketchup made you have to get extra cheese. You just put extra stuff that's gonna make you shit.
I'm mad. I heard you. You're not like, I did not like that. I'm mad. I need you. I'm about to take one of my headphones. That's crazy that I heard that. That is wild. But you know what? You're right, because I went to go pick it up and like the whole sandwich was falling apart. The bread was all soggy and everything. So like when I go to, I'm putting it in the fridge on purpose, and I'm gonna have to toast it.
All right, we gotta look at some of these comments. All right, because y'all already know we start to show off, especially on a Friday. It's gonna start however you want to start. But I made salmon. I made a salmon cheese. Okay, no, hold on. I made a salmon cheese steak with Havarti cheese and peppers. Now, first of all, I don't think cheese go on fish unless it's the filet from McDonald's. Like, that's the only cheese like I could eat with fish. And that's because it's a breaded patty. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. Cheese and salmon don't go down to me. That's something you.
Hold on. Now, was it steaked salmon or was it just chopped salmon? Like, so when
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it's probably a salmon steak, right? Because you could get the meatier part of the salmon in a steak. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Opposed to the fillets, right?
Right.
Or chopped. But at the end of the day, like, cheese and fish don't go down.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I'm putting cheese on salmon. I feel you on that. I think I feel you on that.
I can't. You know what? Maybe it's a West Coast thing.
I'm not a cheese person either, so
I'm not really a cheese person either, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I am a cheese person, it's cheddar, but it's got to be good cheddar, and I love American cheese, even though that's not real cheese. Like, at the end of the day, like,
wait, what that mean?
It's just not real. It's man-made.
All cheese is man-made, and nothing. There's no cheese.
Oh God, here we go with the man.
I don't know what you're saying. When
you do
say
know what I'm saying. It's processed, bro. It's processed. That's what I mean. It's processed.
I'm not even trying to be. I'm not again.
They're not all processed. No, they're made, but processed mean filled with a bunch of chemicals and stuff. That's what I mean. Opposed to being natural cheese. That's why I go with the cheddars. I can't eat anything more rich than cheddar. Like, there's Gouda, there's Brie.
My wife mac and cheese has like 6 different cheeses in it, and it's banging. I can't pronounce half of them. Yeah. And none of them American, just so you know. So
no. That's what I'm saying. American cheese is the worst. It's full of sodium. Like, think about, like, you gotta. It's a lot but it tastes the best. I ain't going front, and it melt the best too. like it's got a good melt.
That's because it's got all the melt. Yeah. I'm with you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Mike, yo,
some wild takes it here. Y'all don't put ketchup on a cheesesteak. Like, what's wrong?
No. Some people do. I just don't, because I like the taste. First, I like the flavor profile of my steak. I need to make sure my steak is seasoned. I can't taste the steak seasoning if I'm eating ketchup, because ketchup is sweet, so it's changing my palate. And then I want to, because in Philly they use a certain type of cheese. They don't even use American or cheddar, like, depending on what you got.
Forgot the mozzarella cheese. I think
no, you can ask for that, but there's a specific cheese that they use on their cheesesteaks. It's not those though. It's not the ones we thinking of. I can't think of it. Kobe
wild.
Jack cheese is cool. This one right here.
I like the compliment of the sweet and the tart and like, I get cheese, right? I get tomatoes. I get some
tomatoes
lettuce.
Is different. It's not ketchup, because tomato isn't ketchup.
I get a little bit of ketchup. I get hot peppers added to mine with
that's
fried
different
onions. Like,
too. That's a whole.
I loaded this whole joint up.
Listen, that's different.
And I got chicken, not steak. That's the other thing I want y'all to remember. About chicken don't hold
you
the
got a
flavor
chicken
the way
Philly.
Yeah.
You didn't say that at the very beginning.
Chicken cheesesteak. I thought I did. If I didn't, that's my
you
fault.
Definitely didn't say chicken. Yo, did y'all? First of all, Mike, turn your mic up. Second of all, did you hear Mike say chicken cheesesteak? I didn't hear that. Had I heard that, I would have had a different conversation.
You wouldn't have made the faces.
No, I wouldn't have made the face once you put ketchup on it. But I still can't put ketchup on chicken. That don't sound right.
Yeah, nah. I mean, all right. They said Mike did not say it. I'm willing to bet every single one of y'all. Like, don't make me play it in the background. I will pull this stream up live right now, and I promise y'all I said chicken cheesesteak. Y'all just didn't hear me. Y'all didn't want to hear me.
Maybe you did. Maybe it was so low.
I didn't say chicken Philly. Lake Fresh is right. I didn't say chicken Philly. I said chicken cheesesteak.
I don't remember you saying chicken cheesesteak either. And aren't they the same thing?
No.
Oh, because the cheesesteak is different from a Philly cheesesteak, so I got you.
Yes.
Yeah. I got you.
All
All
right.
right.
Said bet 10 push-ups.
Now, I think I already owe Mike 10 push-ups and some wings, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's
I don't know.
It's
I
one,
just,
two. Let's
I
get
just
to
like
some
the bet. Yeah.
some Niners news, man. Listen, they waived 3 players today. Let's start with Drake Jackson. Failed his physical, dealing with that patella tendon injury. Maybe we talked about how hard it is to come back from an injury like this. We watched Josh Simmons get drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs, who was coming and returning from that same type of injury. There's possibility he may have setbacks, just depending on this injury in the knee. But Drake Jackson has been waived. They also waived offensive lineman Jalen McKenzie and cornerback Trey Tomlinson, which is someone they just acquired like before the draft. Like it's crazy. And then they ended up signing cornerback Dallas Flowers, offensive lineman Andre Dillard, and offensive lineman Nicholas Petit Frere. Not
He'll
sure
up
if I
Drake
was
Jackson.
expecting a reaction because it was a
Nah.
pause.
Yeah. So I just want to let y'all know that I was skeptical on Drake Jackson when I found out that he was actually named after the rapper Drake. That really bothered me. I'm not kidding at all.
So
Do
he
you
could
remember
be
this story
so,
coming
so
out during
Drake
the draft?
so Drake is the only Drake. Because I'll take Drake and Josh over Drake.
You can't be named after somebody whose name ain't Drake. Like his name is Aubrey. His name is Aubrey.
So you saying his pops and moms named him after Drake is what you're saying?
That was the story when he got drafted.
Oh,
and
see, I didn't know
right
that.
Then and there.
Okay,
Like,
good memory.
It was just off. But I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. I hope the young man heals up. One thing I hate to see, and his Drake Jackson story reminds me of the young dude that was from Philly. He went to Temple. What was his name?
Somehow we ended back up in Philly. Somehow, like we just can't leave Philly. Who are you talking about?
He was a Niners lineman also. He showed some flashes, and then like he could never get healthy to get back on the field. Oh my God!
Oh, the big dude.
Yes. I can't remember his name right now.
He was the reason why we lost that. Never mind.
Yeah. What the hell is his name?
He was a defensive lineman.
Hargrave.
No, it wasn't Hargrave.
It was he went to like Temple or something like that.
I don't know if he went to Temple. Didn't he play for Philly too?
No. He didn't play for Philly.
Okay, so now I'm thinking of the wrong person.
I'll tell you.
He was drafted by the Niners, you said?
Yeah, or he was undrafted. It was like 2018. Hold on, I'm gonna find out. Let me see.
Yeah, but best wishes for Drake, man. I'm really rooting for the kid, man. I'm hoping he can overcome whatever the injury status is. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever he's trying to do. I mean, clearly he just.
Julian Taylor went to Temple.
Julian
I'm not
Taylor.
Fucking crazy, y'all.
We didn't say you were crazy. We just didn't know who the fuck you was talking about.
But y'all make me feel crazy. That's all right.
Because we don't know who the fuck you talking about. How are we supposed to know who you're talking about, bro? You just mentioned Temple. You could have said it could have been anybody. I remember now he couldn't stay healthy with the Niners. I don't remember what his injury was though.
Right, neither do I. But I'm saying that their stories remind me of each other. Like we saw flashes, and then it was like never to be seen again.
Gotcha. Julian Taylor. Remember the defensive tackle? It was between him. It was Kevin Givens, like Ronald Blair. Remember all those guys? Mm-hmm. All those guys were around the same time. And Kevin Givens is still with us, believe it or not.
Ronald Blair is still with us too.
He's a coach now.
Different way.
He's coaching special teams, right?
Yeah. Yep. Kentavious Street. They was all the same era.
Kentavious Street. Yeah. He was a strong trash dude. Kentavious Street. But Mike, he did flash because he gave us that game with 3 sacks against the Steelers, bro. We were like, oh, snap. And then after that,
they increased his reps and got less production.
After that, he snapped.
One day I'm gonna figure out how to be able to take my picture off immediately when you do something like that. And I don't know how to do it when I'm the guest, but I'm just letting you know and he gonna leave me up here by myself. Shout out to the Breezy Bunch. I did a show last night live, and they were throwing up the hashtag BBs in my joint. Like y'all really be repping for Wayne. I be so proud when I see y'all doing that, man. That makes I need a hashtag. I need a hashtag. Like
Oh,
y'all
it's
be
a
making me
hashtag.
feel special.
Just NB Niners. Just, they could put the whole word because it's so short. You know
Or
what I'm saying?
NBN, something like that.
NBN,
Like
yeah.
they be making me proud though. Like I'm doing a live and they like hashtag BB and I'm like,
I
didn't
appreciate
want to
that.
say this ain't the show, but I loved it. Like it made me feel good.
You
Like, I
did
was like,
want
all
to
right,
say
cool.
that because it made you feel good and it made you feel some type of way at the same time. That's some weird shit too. That's like a storm.
It was
Like,
not that bad. You made me sound like a
because the
villain.
way you just said, I mean, you gave the compliment, but then it was like you kind of still like feeling some type of way because they didn't hashtag you.
I didn't say that they didn't do a hashtag NBN afterwards. Which because I don't
You
remember.
didn't say that they did. You said I wish
don't
they could
remember.
come up with. Now you don't remember, motherfucker.
I
Get your
don't.
story right, bro.
Nah,
This is so.
stood
Apologize
out
to the
was
kids watching this show, but y'all should be out of school by now anyway. It's gonna be some motherfuckers up here because Mike be saying any fucking
man.
thing he want, bro.
That's
And he-
not true.
You
What
just
stood out was the
said
beautiful BB hashtag. Is what
you
I'm saying. That
did.
stood
You
out.
you beautified that. You did. I'm not gonna lie. And then you kind of was like, but I was proud
It
that
ain't
y'all
this
was
show.
repping. Yeah, but this ain't the show. Like
I didn't say that though.
but you wanted to.
No, I didn't want to say it. I was
You
proud
did,
of y'all.
Even
But
the-
then I was like,
Mike,
this
did you?
person
Let me
know.
ask you this: did you think it?
Of course, I thought. I just
Then
said
you
it.
wanted to
That's why.
say it. You just didn't do it. You restrained yourself.
All right, yo.
Mike, any new
Hashtags they throwing up right now. Let's go.
any
Let's do Drake Jackson
Mike is
song.
jealous. That's a funny one. Nah,
Oh, that's the yo. It's a whole bunch of Joe Budden.
that's
is in
the
top
first
five.
one
Like, yo,
that popped
they are
up in my
hating, bro.
face, bro. I'm sorry, man. Mike's Mafia. Look at all these, man. These is dope. Bitter
Bitter
Mike.
Mike.
That's a good one.
Why is that a good one? Why is that a good one, Wayne? Like, what's up, bro?
Because but your bitter doesn't even come off. This one is good. Mike Smoke. You should do a segment where you smoking out a player after every game. You know what I'm saying? And they get your smoke while you smoking.
Oh, and then I got to get like a little like thing that pops up at the end, and it's got smoke coming around like Mike Smoke.
I'm trying to. You don't even got to do that.
I'm going
you just
on Fiverr. I'm going on Fiverr.
yeah. I'm just saying, man. Like shout out to the
I'ma
content.
choose
Shout out
somebody
to the
out.
content
Yeah.
creators and the members out there and the non-members, which y'all should be members by now because y'all been watching for over 2-3 years. I don't understand what's $1.99, but my point is, shout out to y'all. And Mike, make sure I get credit because I just created you a whole new show.
It's
Back-
a segment. It's a segment.
It don't got to be a segment. It could be a whole new show. Stop making segments, man. Just make it
Wait, hold up.
a 5-minute rant. It's
wrong with
Mike
Fiverr?
Smoke, huh?
People don't use Fiverr no more.
I do, unless you could send me people.
Why you laughing at me?
Fiverr cheap, so I'm on there quick. Hey, Mike, any
Yes, sir.
thoughts on any of these other guys that have been
Nah,
waived?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I never heard of these dudes.
You heard of Trey
I'm lying.
Tomlinson.
Trey Tomlinson. But he was a new acquisition, so I was
Correct.
like, all right, what's up with that? And here's the thing: I think the Niners signed a lot of these guys to 1/2 year deals because they didn't know what they were going to be able to get their hands on in the draft.
In the draft,
I think
yeah.
that the Niners actually went out and overachieved with what they were looking for in the draft as far as special teams contributors. A lot of the free agent moves were this guy has a long history of special teams. This guy has a long history. We drafted a 68-year-old dude named Melchizedek, and he is a long snapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was all about the special teams unit. Well, the Niners went out and they bodied special teams in the draft as well, contributing in multiple facets. So it was good to see, and that's why you're going to see some of these veterans get let go of. Like, they like the talent that we have here. They get these guys in here. They come in to get the measurables. They do a little bit of running and all that stuff, and they say, all right, we don't need this veteran. Thank you, but we're going to move on right now.
Now, DeMarcus is right. It got to be a 2-letter hashtag. So, Mike's Minutes, is that what MM would stand for? Or MS for Mike Smoke? Or
It's funny because when I first started bowling, they called me Money Mike, not because of like financial, but like when they needed me to like get a strike, like I was clutch, like Mike's Money. It was Money Mike.
no, I was gonna say that. You didn't have to explain it. It just made sense. As soon as you said bowling, I was like, oh, this cat comes through in the clutch. Unlike
Yeah.
Jason Tatum and my Celtics. No, but seriously,
Y'all go redeem yourself though. It's gonna be 2-1 after.
I'm not.
after the game.
You want to ask me again how I feel? I
Nah,
already told
you
you.
cussed me out already in the name of Jesus.
Well,
I don't need another one.
I said they for some reason I'm not worried. I don't know why. Now we go down 3-0. I might grow a couple of extra gray hairs. You know what I mean? Like, but for some reason, I just feel like I don't want to sound, what's the word? I feel like we beat ourselves in 2 games. I'll leave it at that.
You know what? You know what's weird, right? I've only ever felt that a team beat themselves when it was the Niners, right?
No,
But
we did
watching
that.
this
We used to do
series-
that. We yeah.
Right.
Right.
But watching this series, it'd be like, no, like I really feel like y'all beat like everything that could go wrong for y'all is going like y'all got a 20-point lead and just decide that y'all not going to take no layups.
Twice.
Right, but y'all
we
just
got
stop taking layups.
we got
like
the
just,
lead.
just shooting threes for the rest of the game. Like, what are you doing? Y'all beating yourselves.
Mike, we got the lead because we took the layups. So don't you think if you keep taking the layups, you'll at least keep increasing the lead or at least keep it the distance? Never mind, man. Look, man,
I'm sorry.
this ain't the
But, like,
show.
but
This is a BAM show where we just gonna talk about whatever the mother we want. That's just what we do.
Last question. Is Callie's comment accurate? That's real?
What I miss?
They did not shoot 63s in 2 games.
Bro, we shot
we
shot way more than 63s in 2 games. We shot 60 in the first game. We shot 40. That's 100 threes.
I don't know if y'all being for real.
And we made 35 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's crazy. All
Bro,
right, I'm done. I won't talk it no more. All right, let's back.
Bro,
back
when I say that our shooting is off, it's off. I mean, let me ask them this, right? Let me ask them this. No. I'm asking them because most of the fan base are Golden State fans because that's where they're from, the Bay. Has the Golden State Warriors ever had like bad shooting nights though?
Hell yeah.
Not like the Celtics though.
No, I can answer it, and I'm not a Warriors fan, but I did enjoy watching them when they were going crazy for that.
Yeah,
that
man.
5-year stretch,
I just felt like they had better shooters.
But what I'll say is this: when they were off, and it was like you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
Die by the 3.
And it was very, very clear, right? But when I think Celtics ball, I don't think that. That's why it's crazy to me. Like y'all body on the boards, get big and get physical, and then start shooting the threes because you got to lead. Like that don't make no sense to me.
Callie, I want to correct you, bro. We missed 45 threes in 1 game. We shot 60 that game. I'm trying to get you to understand that was game 1, bro. You not paying attention to Breezy, man. Did you get your football card too? By the way, I never got I got my card. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I hate when I mail stuff because I always throw the receipt out and they got the tracking number on it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Picture that bad boy.
Yeah, I always throw it out. But that's what happened.
Your wife for Mother's Day. This is our last show before Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out there watching. You
a bathroom?
Wayne, but you
a motherfucking bathroom.
All right.
I mean, you because you came back and said, Wayne, do you, it's a spa.
All right. Yeah. Oh, you got a spa in the bathroom?
It's a bathroom.
Okay. All right. I don't want no smoke.
You know what I almost put in there?
I'm afraid to like.
No, you're not, because this is your favorite machine. I almost put the bidet in the bathroom. I thought of Mike. I was like, yo, I should do the bidet. That'd be kind of different. Like, you know what I mean?
Why is that my favorite machine?
Because you're the only person that talk about bidets. And I thought that was foreign. Mike is a bidet connoisseur, bro. He put me on to the Wayfair and he put me on to Amazon. He showed me the differences. Mike is a bidet connoisseur, man. If y'all don't watch this show, that's why we wanted to do the show separate and different. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more, together when we watch it. When we do No Harm, No Foul, I feel like it's a little bit more serious. But here, nah, it's loose, like the bidet. See?
Oh my God.
Oh, look, Eddie G. They're the best for toilet paper. You don't need, saving trees.
No, that's not true. That's not. Listen, you can't just get up. You gotta.
Wait a minute.
Stop the lies.
Okay, let's get to the so rookie
Happy
minicamp.
birthday, Mizell, man.
Mizell, happy birthday, bro.
Cheers.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, I ain't going to the next part because I started way too high.
Happy birthday.
No music.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday. All right.
Hey. Did you hear the no music claps? I was trying to get on the beat. Like,
I did. I heard you.
And
it's a delay, so it was all.
It wasn't a delay. I was
going.
No, I was following you. I mean, show Mizell some birthday love, man. Let's do it, baby. And Mike, I gotta give you credit because you sang the octave that was too high for me, and you sang it the octave lower. You went down 12.
I wasn't getting up there, bro.
No, my point is you singing it in the same key, an octave lower. Your ear's getting better, my brother. For sure.
Thank you. Doing all these shows with Breezy, man. You know,
Hey,
he
man.
helping me out. I'm learning.
I like that, man. I like that. All right, Mike. Rookie mini camp. Here's the list of the rookie mini camp. You can't read it, but there's a lot of motherfuckers up here, and everybody got new numbers. That's all I wanted to point. We'll talk about it later, right?
Oh, okay.
Listen,
All right, cool.
time is time. I wanted to get to
98.
this 98, 99. Malik. I'm not about to say Malik Collins. Alfred Collins is 99. Hey, 95 is available.
Because Drake just left.
And he wore 95 at Texas. Hook him.
Okay. All right. I like it, man.
Mike, I got to ask you about Jake Moody, bro, because
Yeah, we got to talk about it.
Brant Boyer, damn.
The man.
I can extend this
man.
show maybe 10 minutes. I got to get on the Bleacher Report. Mike, Brant Boyer talked about they asked about Jake Moody. You knew that was going to be the comments, the questions coming from the beat writers, because Kyle mentioned about there being of bringing in a veteran for competition, correct?
Yes.
We talked but Kyle, they also brought in a kicker for rookie minicamp and a punter.
The YouTube kicker, the dude that was kicking all kinds of crazy stuff. And then the one kid from college that like never missed or something like that. Like they've done it all. They bring in everybody in, veterans, everything.
So, I mean, I think first of all, that's just for rookie minicamp because they don't have a kicker at rookie minicamp or a punter.
Jake can't show up at rookie minicamp?
I
didn't know that. I thought
he's a third-year player, so I don't think so.
But they're not allowed to show up. Oh, I didn't know that. That's new to me. I've been doing.
I mean, I don't think this part. Maybe they can't according to the CBA.
Right. Yeah. So I'm saying. Yeah. That could be true.
Yeah, but my point is, this is just for rookie minicamp. So I'm just saying, like, do you feel like there's any competition going on? Because they brought in the punter too, but we know Mitch Wishnowski. You ain't asking Mitch Wishnowski show. That cat didn't even play last year. Yeah, I almost messed up. He didn't.
Yeah, you almost did that one there, but you're right. I thought he was off the team, but it's the long snapper they got rid of. They got rid of
Tabor Pepper.
They got rid of Tabor Pepper. So you're right. You're absolutely
right. But now we know why.
Well, because they got old man Jacob. They brought in Methuselah.
I thought his name was John Weeks.
Melchizedek. He the oldest dude to ever do it.
He the oldest, strongest dude to ever do it.
It's Methuselah, right? Is the oldest dude ever?
I don't even know. I don't
He's-
even know who you're talking about.
In the Bible, the oldest man in the Bible is Methuselah.
Bro, you lost
right?
me, bro. I didn't know where you was going with this. I thought Samson was the strongest dude in the Bible till he cut his hair.
Samson was the strongest, right? And then Delilah pimped him out. She cut his hair for 30 pieces of silver, and then boom, whack, he was done.
It was only 30 pieces of silver? I don't remember it being
30,
silver.
Same stuff that
Jesus?
Judas got.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Silver was good back then, bro. And it must be hard to get the gold.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though, right? It's like, so they get the old guy to come in there. I thought he was just a body, but the way Brant Boyer was talking about him, like, he really, really fuck with him. He really, really, the long snapper. He really liked this long snapper.
John Weeks.
Sure. Is that what his name is?
Yes, I was trying to figure out what the hell you was talking about this whole time.
Because John Weeks is mad years old. He should be named John Years, John Decades.
He only 39.
What you mean only 39? He in the NFL. It's only 3 other players that over his age.
This dude play one position, bro. It's long snapper.
Care.
I don't care. I like it. I don't care. Mike, 45. Kick me off this show. Okay?
Okay, I'm watching.
Okay. All right, so let's listen to what he had to say about Jake Moody when he was asked. Crazy Juice says, good thing none of these rookies are wearing number 10. That's because Mac Jones is wearing number 10. And he put that in the chat. He a rookie here.
Well, I think that, there isn't a special teams coach in this league that didn't have him rated number 1 coming out that I know of. He's as talented as kid as it gets. I think that, the injury issue where he was fighting injuries, going back and forth, I think that had a lot to do with it. I think that, us bringing in Weeks is going to help. I think that, the kid gets his mind right, which I think he's doing. He's doing a hell of a job for us so far. I think he'll do a heck of a job for us. I really do.
Do you expect him to be your kicker?
Well, yeah. I mean, it all comes down to what happens,
Wait. So, no. All right, you asked me the questions. Because I already know it's ruined in the head and the dome piece of MA.
I did a whole show on it last night, and you ain't even got to ask me that. But when they asked him just then, do you expect him to be a kicker?
You knew
what
I
answer
paused
did you hear from it?
Yes.
Rewind it back and hit play again.
He
and
didn't say
tell me
yes?
the same thing.
In the
Rewind it
preseason
back.
and everything, just it all comes down to what happens.
Do you expect him to be your kicker?
Well, yeah. I mean,
He said, well, yeah, my bad.
You keep stopping it. Listen for 2 more
No.
seconds after that.
But it started with the well, yeah. See, you can't. The first initial, nah, homie, you're not gonna do me like that. The first initial thing that came out of his mouth was the well, yeah. Then he went try to go back.
it all comes down to
Now it all comes down
what happens, in the
to what happens,
preseason and everything. Just
in preseason and
like
everything.
in any other position, for sure.
And well, yeah, like in
Okay,
any
okay.
other position for
I like
sure.
this energy. I like this energy. Okay, so based off of what we've seen from Brant Boyer,
Eat my precious
what do you think
sticks.
that means? What do you think that means?
That means
You
that
think-
Jake Moody
do you
kicking.
think Moody's job is secure?
Hell, yes.
Get out
Yes.
your damn mind.
Now, Mike, how's it not secure?
Because I watched his whole presser, and I know already.
So
when
because you watched the whole presser, it ain't secure. Like his job not secure. Well, you don't want it to be secure.
That's
And
not true. That's not true.
The 99% of the fans don't want it to be secure, but
I won't speak
everybody going ape shit because he went and he's endorsing his kicker.
He didn't endorse him. He said, is he going to be a kicker? Yeah, well, it depends on what he does in camp and training camp. And
Say that
just
again?
like everybody else.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then
it
he went
depends
back because
on
he
what-
gave it away. That's not fair. You do that shit with everybody else. You go off with
Wayne,
exactly what first of all, you go off exactly what they first say, and then you
Never.
don't even pay attention to the rest of the shit. And now
Never.
all of a sudden, because it's Jake Moody, you gonna recant and wait to the rest of the stuff being said. We
False.
just did this.
False.
That's not false because we just Mike, let me bring it down 10 decibels. Mike, didn't we just do this the other day?
I am a
Mike, we did,
context connoisseur.
you are, but Mike, did we not just do this the other day where we watched or listened to somebody say something and we stuck with the first initial part?
I don't remember, honestly. Maybe we did. And I don't remember what we're talking about. What I'm saying is, during the duration of this presser, this man was 100% honest. And him correcting himself told me, oh, I spoke too fast because this job is not secure.
I'm trying to think.
I
Hold
think
on.
he was
I'm trying to
correcting
think.
himself
I'm
in the
trying to
moment.
think of what it was. I think it was John Lynch, and you said that they gave it away that they were going to be paying Brock Purdy based off the first thing that they said. Then George Kittle gave it away based off of what he said about Brock Purdy because he didn't have to go through training camp with a quarterback controversy. This was just show, bro. I remember this. And now we didn't care about the rest of the context. We didn't care about everything else. Now all of a sudden you recanting you're going off of everything else he said after he already said, well, yeah. I think my point here's my thing. You're right. You're
Can I ask
right.
you this?
No. Yes, but let me just go off and say that you're right. Let me give you the ding ding pause for saying you're right. But I said pause. But here, let me say this though. I think he's expecting Jake Moody to be the kicker. Is that fair to say?
I agree. 100% agree.
Okay, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure we can agree to disagree and then find a way to come to an agreement. It's not about being right or being wrong, but he did say, well, yeah, and I think he gave it away, same way you felt like they were giving stuff away, and then he went back and went to his competition like any other position.
All right. Last thing, and I do not have a response after you say this. Why did he say, well?
Because that's just maybe that's how he talked when he's asked a question.
It's not how he talks. I watched the whole presser. That's not how he speaks at all.
Then when they asked him this question, you didn't ask him a question about this.
You didn't hear a hesitation. Well, yeah. Like
I don't feel like that's
paused.
hesitation. He's saying, well, yeah, well, yeah. Well, they asked him, is Jake Moody? Oh, man. Why are we sitting here acting like we can't just rewind it?
Well, I think that, there isn't a special teams coach in this.
So he started off by,
He's talking about
this is the endorsement. I feel like that he still sees the value in the kicker of Jake Moody. And I'm gonna double down because we're not finished. We got one more clip to watch. But this is where I feel like the endorsement started, because remember, he said that there wasn't a special teams coordinator that didn't have him number one coming out, at least, and then he went back and said at least the ones I know, right? So he started off
as a kicker coming out of college.
As a kicker, yeah. As a kicker.
He was the number one with a bullet. Like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
But my point is, he's going back to describe the value of what Jake Moody was coming out of college.
League that didn't have him rated number one coming out that I know of. He's as talented as kid as it gets. I think that,
So he's saying he's talented.
The injury issue where
he goes to the injury. We talked about that last year. Jake Moody was motherfucking special teams player of the week. Month. And then he got hurt trying to make a tackle. Keep going.
He was fighting injuries, going back and forth. I think that had a lot to do with it. I think that, us bringing in.
And the thing I like about this is a guy that wasn't with us. So I'm curious to know, do you think this is more genuine coming from an observer outside?
I valued everything this man said during this presser because he's got no allegiances with a single man on this roster.
Can you say that one more time, please?
I valued every single word out of this man's mouth because he has no allegiances with a single player on this roster.
Okay. Now, let me just recant this. I still believe that there's going to be competition at the kicker position. I just don't think it starts at rookie minicamp. It could. It all depends on how the kid kicks. I think they still bring in that veteran guy. I do. Once camp starts.
And so
2 weeks is going to help.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's cool. So when he gets asked this question, I think he says, because he's a kicker on the depth chart on the roster.
True. Either way.
Then it's like, but also, I'm not just giving him this job. We are bringing in competition for a reason. Like that's what I'm saying. I think he does expect Moody to win this competition. I think he does expect Moody to be his kicker, but I'm not just giving you this job. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that just because he's not giving him the job doesn't mean that they're not all in on him.
Right. All right, check this out. Let's say it's 3 kickers and each kicker does 100 kicks, right?
Yeah.
And Moody drills 79 of them.
Yeah.
And then the next guy drills 82 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other guy drills 64 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Who is getting the job?
Moody.
Right. Because at 3, that could have been anything.
You
right?
thought I was going to say the one that kicked the most, didn't you? Be honest.
No, because I think you're intelligent, and I knew that you were going to say that.
Appreciate
right?
that.
All jokes aside. Now watch this. Now, right? If Moody nails 79 of them, and somebody nails 100 out of 100,
then it's
and
the
other guy
100
does
out of 100.
65. Right. Exactly. You got to blow Moody out the water and make it clear that you're the better guy. That's what it is.
That's what it is. So So I agree that there's going to be competition at this position, but it all depends on how separate how the competition separates itself from kicker to kicker.
Exactly. Right. And 2% ain't enough to call it a separation.
Because
play on this, and then let's get to the next clip because we got 5 minutes.
I think that the kid gets his mind right.
Now later on in the presser, I didn't clip that part up. They asked him about that, and he went back and re-said, "I don't mean his mind. We all know he needed to get his mind right, but he went and talked about him getting his body right, like the injury.
It's more about the injury.
It's more about
not
the injury.
mind. His mindset's been fine the whole time. I
Correct.
love this guy.
Yeah. I finally feel like we got a real coordinator, because what I'm gonna post after the show, Mike, is when they asked him about what went wrong with the special team, like what can improve on special teams, like that was the favorite thing. But we're not gonna watch that.
I think he's doing a hell of a job for us so far. I think he'll do a heck of a job for us. I really do.
Do you expect him to be your kicker?
Well, yeah. I mean, it all comes.
I don't hear. I didn't mean to take it off, but I don't see the slight pause y'all talk about. It's just well, yeah. Like, well, yeah.
It's
like,
cool. I liked him
playing
even more
weeks
because he
against
threw
weeks.
shots at Kyle Shanahan. I loved it. Oh, I loved it. Oh, I loved it.
You heard shots? You got to break down the shots.
Bro,
I ate on my damn pretzel sticks too. God
I did
dang
it on the
it!
show last night, but basically they asked him, when you were interviewed, were you aware that you were coming in for a coach that didn't care about the special teams unit? Like Kyle's on record saying, I don't need special teams to win games. I need them to not lose games for us. And he was like, well, that's the mindset we're changing around here. Special teams is not a punishment because guys have to come and play special teams. It's a privilege. It's an honor. I made a career and a living. I still make a career and a living out of special teams units. And you got to come in here and be the best at it. And it's 3 phases of the game. You have to win at 2 of the 3 phases if you want to win a football game.
That part I remember. Like,
bro, he
said, I don't care if it's special teams and offense, special teams and defense, offense and defense. You got to win 2 to 3 phases. I call bullshit on that. You got to win all 3 phases when you with the San Francisco 49ers, Brant.
He bodied it, bro.
He did. But I want Brant to know that now he's here, all 3 phases got to be a win. Like, it's just the way it is for us. I don't understand that.
And he talked about the attitude about special teams
and that's
what change. Like, you can't expect the players to care about playing on special teams when the head coach is openly saying he don't give a damn about. Like, that's when I say he threw a shot at Kyle. You got to change the mindset from the top to the bottom. Like, that's what I'm talking about. This guy, he bodied this presser. Other than the coughing and clearing his throat and being like beat red, everything else is cool. Like, he bodied it.
Only you would bring that up.
Experience playing weeks against weeks. I tried to rush him all the time, couldn't get him. Talking to the guy, hearing everything about him from everybody in the league, that there's nothing, not a bad word.
So this is to John Weeks, the old guy that Mike feels like is too old to play football.
John years. John decades.
It's John. So John centuries. Okay.
John half a century.
So this is about him, okay? So people can understand what's going on. Brant is explaining why he went with John Weeks. One of the reasons.
I tried to rush him all the time, couldn't get him. Talking to the guy, hearing everything about him from everybody in the league, that there's nothing, not a bad word being said about the guy. Always appreciated the way he snapped the ball. Always appreciated the way he picked for his guys. And the way, he's more of a picker than a cover guy. But, when you ask him to cover kicks and everything like that, he has no problem doing any he will tackle. So when a guy becomes available like that, I think that'll settle down the position a little bit. You're trying to get the operation right. And I think that the changes that we've made and the operation is smooth. I think it'll be a positive for this organization for sure.
And so then later they asked him more about Weeks, and he kind of said that he would probably help benefit Jake Moody because of his steady ball.
Experience, expertise.
Yeah,
he's got it all.
It'll make things a little bit easier. So another reason why I'm asking, are the 49ers all in on their kicker Jake Moody? Because no. You're not going to do me like this. Because I remember saying, what if Tabor Pepper was the problem? I remember having this conversation.
I think the Niners are all in on correcting the special teams unit. And if they think that Jake Moody
it starts with the long snapper,
we're going to build around him. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it starts with the long snapper. How do you first correct everything? Who's the guy that's got to get the ball back? Because I still feel like Mitch Wishnowsky hurt special teams too. His injury hurt the special teams. I got you, bro. His injury hurt special teams. Shout out to everybody that's just dope with time. Kali, Mike, appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? And it's funny how Tabor and Deebo Samuel's no longer San Francisco 49ers. I just want to put that out there.
The two choking. Okay, never mind. Okay,
the two special teamers. That's how I looked at Deebo last year.
But no. Like my coach said, special teams is not a punishment. Listen, y'all. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. We hope y'all enjoy it. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. # Breezy Bunch. I love y'all.
Just go buy your
BB,
wife or mother a
#
bathroom,
MM.
man. Yeah.
And get her a whole new bathroom.
Get a whole new bathroom and make sure, we're not sponsored by anybody, but sponsored by bidet.com. Make sure you get them a bidet.
We live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. That's Breezy. I'm Mike, and this is The BAM Show.
What's up, faithful? Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you check out some of the other cool videos.